There is a doctor named Dr. Bruce Lipton, and he is a biologist. He studies the human cells. And he says the key to life is all about movement. Movement. The key to life is all about movement. And I brought a pinwheel here. I love this pinwheel. I've searched high and low for this pinwheel. And notice that when I hold the pinwheel, it's still and lifeless, right? But watch what happens when I push it. It moves. And that's how we should be in our life. We should keep on moving, keep on growing, keep on evolving, keep on becoming, find the greatness within us, and be slowly transformed into Christ-like being, into his character. There are 6 to 7 trillion cells in our body, and the cells are constantly moving. And I brought a picture of an autonomic nervous system. This is our human body, and the cells are connected with the eye muscle, the lungs, the heart, the bladder. It's constantly moving inside of us. So it's very important that we take care of our health and that the cells are moving correctly within us. But what happens when fear or things like stress, it shuts down our growth and it shuts down our immune system. So we must be very careful. Try to not allow that or prevent all the stress and fear from happening in our lives. So it's very important that we keep on moving, keep on growing, and keep on evolving. As a hairstylist, I hear so many stories, and I hear many challenges from a lot of my clients. One of my clients gave me a pearl of wisdom that I'd like to share with you. He went through a divorce and just ended another relationship with a lady of 8 years. She was very narcissistic. And he says, Elise, the pearl of wisdom is you have to be truthful and honest with yourself. Then you'll know that you are not always doing your part. I will repeat that. You have to be truthful and honest with yourself. Then you'll know that you are not always doing your part. We all have a part to play. We can't expect everyone to do everything for us. We can't expect to just blink and expect a miracle from God. We have to do our part and trust that God is going to do his part. It's very important to know that. I have a neighbor of mine, and his name is Nam. He's a 55-year-old Korean man. And over 3 years ago, he had a stroke that left him paralyzed on his left side. He was not able to move his left arm or his left leg. And after 1 month being in this helpless, defeated, victimized condition, he was lying in bed, and he said he just wanted to die. He was young, 55, but he was paralyzed, and he just wanted to simply die. But then he heard a voice. He said, is that voice from God? And guess what the voice said? It said, move. Move. Your right side is good, well, and functioning. Focus on the positive, the right side, not on the negative, where it's helpless. And go out there and move. So he made a choice that day. He decided to put on his tennis shoes and step out and go out for a walk. He would take baby steps day by day. He would walk 3 times a day, 4 to 5 hours. And I would see him around my neighborhood, walking around with a cane. And he would literally just walk slow as a snail, taking these steps. And I would just watch him throughout the neighborhood thinking, man, that man is determined. What perseverance and what determination and not a give up mentality. Every day he's walking 4 to 5 hours, taking those little baby steps and doing what he can. One day last year, I was doing the dishes, and I saw him walking across my living room. And he was walking in a much faster pace, in stride, without his cane. Tears of joy just filled my eyes, and I just said to myself, the sign of progression is such a beautiful sight. And this man did not have a give-up mentality. He did his part every single day. And then this year, he's walking so much faster, but what took him 100 meters to walk, which was from our stop sign to the end of our cul-de-sac. In the beginning, it would take him 1.5 hours with his cane. Now, today, it takes him 10 minutes. It is so beautiful. So progression is such a beautiful sight, and we must do our part. What may be some of your struggles or your strokes in your life that keeps you in a defeated, victimized mentality? We all have strokes of many kind. Some of our struggles may be financial crises, broken marriages, many health issues. Your strokes may be the entrapment of negative mindset filled with anxieties and worries. You just can't get out of that. We all have our own strokes of struggles in our life, but we cannot allow ourselves to be defeated and have this victimized mentality. We must do our part and get out and step forward. Just take those little baby steps, just day by day. Don't rush it. Just do what you can that day. And then the next day, do what you can the next day. And then the next day, do what you can that next day. And over time, you'll see yourself slowly progress, and then you can walk in stride. Use a cane as your Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is here to lead us and to guide us and to help us along, taking those steps, because He knows that we need His help. We cannot do it on our own, for we are human and we're weak. And remember, in our weakness, God's power is made known, is shown in our weaknesses. There's a Bible verse in there from Ephesians 5:15, and it says, "Look carefully then how you walk. Live purposefully and worthily and accurately, not as the unwise and witless, but as wise, sensible, intelligent people." We all have a meaning and purpose in our lives. We cannot just merely exist and fill up space on this earth or think we're just an accident. We all have a purpose, and we have to find our purpose through God and His strength. There's a quote by Oliver Wendell Holmes, and he says, "The great thing in this world is not so much where we are, but in what direction are we moving?" What direction are we moving? What direction do you choose to move today? It's very important that we don't stay stuck or stagnant in our lives. We have to keep on moving and just find whatever mustered up inside of you to fight whatever the things that defeat you or the struggles you may go through. We have to keep on moving. This is the same God that was with me throughout all my struggles of my concussion and told me not to be defeated, but I'm raising you to shine, to write your books, to be able to speak here today in front of all of you. Never in my wildest dreams did I think in my mid-40s that I would be doing this, right? Coming out with 2 books now. But only God knows, and He had a plan. This is a God that has a plan for each and every one of you in your life as well. This same God is with Nam, who told Nam not to be defeated, to step out of the house and move. Do your part. Don't have this victimized mentality. I'll be with you. My presence is with you always. I will help you. And there's a quote from an unknown author that says, "Courage is the strength or choice to begin a change. Determination is the persistence to continue that change." So it takes a lot of courage within us to make any kind of change. It can seem so scary at times, but we have to remember who we are. We're God's child, and He will be with us. He's going to take us by the hand, hold us up, lead and guide us, and He wants us to have this beautiful, fulfilled life in Him. I would like to conclude by saying it is very important for us to have a good and right mindset, a good and right perception in life, and a good and right faith in order to see a brighter future and to have a hope for change today. I pray that all of us may have a wonderful 2013, an astonishing, amazing year, and it all starts with us. Let's find the courage within us to begin a change and be a reflection of God's glory. Thank you very much.